Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be doing a very simple Valentine's Day makeup look. Valentine's Day is just right around the corner, and if you are going to be celebrating, going out for first date, going out for, just tea time with girlfriends even, you don't always have to find a man to go out with, on Valentine's Day. Or you don't always have to try and look good just for a guy. Always look good for yourself, just as long as it makes you happy. Do it! This year I decided to go for something that is sweet and girly. I don't really want to put too much makeup. And as you all know, especially for guys, they all always say, I like a girl that don't put makeup, I like a girl that is all natural. Personally for me, I don't like it when my makeup looks a bit heavy or cakey. On a day like this, I want it to be really sweet and beautiful and just very elegant. I think I'm gonna work around the color pink a lot because pink is like the color of love, and I just feel like, Valentine's Day is just all about being pink and beautiful and sweet. Let's get started. I already primed my face and I'm going in with my foundation. Today I'm using this Lights Camera Action Superface Zoom In Mesh Cushion by the brand Superface. Basically, it is an amazing cushion, especially for those who like to have that dewy look. And I feel that this Superface Mesh Cushion really gives me that very dewy glass skin kind of look with a ton of coverage. The coverage for this, I would say, is very full, but I really like this cushion because it lasts very long. The puff is actually very squishy and quite big as well. And the interesting part is that it is not like a spongy cushion, but rather it's a mesh cushion. I don't know if you guys can see it. So it depends on your skin type. For me, I've got dry skin, so this cushion is amazing for me. But if you have oily skin, I would really highly recommend you to prime before and set with a makeup spray after. And you guys can see like a slight tiny little glow on my cheek. That's the kind of skin finish that we're looking for. Alright, then let's go in with concealer. For this, I'm going back to my favorite 3CE Waterful Concealer. You guys know how much I love this. And this concealer is really good for brightening the under eyes and brightening the entire face. It's not that good for blemishes though, so if you guys have a lot of blemishes, I would recommend NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer or the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Concealer. Just gonna brighten up the face, especially my under eyes because I haven't slept at all. So here's a tip to make your makeup last all day and melt and blend into your skin so that it makes it look like it's one, it looks like your skin but better. I'm gonna be taking my Beauty Blender and my Urban Decay All Nighter Spray. Stamp it all around my face. So when you're doing this, you don't want to drag it along, but rather you just want to like pounce the sponge on your face like this. And what the moisture does is it helps to just melt the foundation into your skin, and because this is a makeup setting spray, it helps to lock it all in place. You can choose to go in with a setting powder or not, but personally for me, I want that really nice glow, so I'm going in with my beautiful Chantecaille Pearl Glow Powder. I wouldn't say this is a setting powder because it doesn't help to make you matte, but what it does is it just kind of very lightly gives you a very soft powder finish, but with a little bit of a glow. So you won't get to see like those kind of big chunky glitter bits at all. So you guys can see the glow. Now it's time for the brows. I'm using my Anastasia Brow Powder Duo, and this one is in the shade dark brown. First thing first, I'm taking this light brown color. And for today's brow look, because I want it to be a very soft look, I'm going for not a very defined brow, but rather one that is just straight and focuses more on filling in the holes rather than trying to define it. So I'm just using the light shade all over. And as you can see, I'm just very randomly going in like so. Then we'll go in to tint our brows. I'm using my Etude House Brow Volumizer. You want to prime your eyelids. So this one is the Too Faced 24 Hours Shadow Insurance. Using a eyeshadow primer helps your eyeshadow really stand out a lot more and last a lot longer. So I'm applying it not only at the top, but also underneath my lash line. Now it's time for eyeshadow. I'm going to use the Marc Jacobs Iconic Multi-Finish Eye Palette. This one is in the shade 790 Fantasine. I'm going to go in with this shade over here. This one is in the shade Fantasy. It makes it slightly harder to blend. That's why it's very important to use a big fluffy brush. That way you won't really like have like a one entire area full of eyeshadow. And I'm gonna go in also at the bottom. Then I'm going to go in with this shade over here. This one is in the shade On the Dance Floor. I'm gonna go in with a beautiful large eyeshadow brush. Going on the outer corner, cover up the crease a little bit. Then I'll go in with a large fluffy brush. This one is from Zoeva. It's Deluxe Crease 228. I'm going to take my Backtop palette from Urban Decay and I'm going to use half of shade and 180. So these two shades together. And pop it right at the outer corner of the eyes. Now we will go in with a shimmery shade. I'm using this one from Innisfree. I'm just using my fingers and putting it right in the middle. For eyeliner, I'm going in with a very milky chocolatey brown color because that way it's a lot more romantic and natural. I'm using the Benefit Roller Liner. This one is in the shade Brown. I really like the brown color that this roller liner comes in. So something really, really thin. Then I'm using my brow brush and I'm going in with a dark brown shade to kind of just smudge out and make a more natural smoky line. For today's choice of falsies, I chose one that is kind of transparent band because when you have a thick black lash band, you don't actually get a very, very natural eye effect. Personally for me, for this look, I want it to be very kind of natural and sweet. Something like you naturally have very nice and long full lashes. Leave in the comments down below if you want me to do a video especially teaching you guys how to apply false lashes because I feel that a lot of people actually struggle with that. This pair is actually really, really natural. Now, a very, very important step when you want to look cute and sweet is to go for the A-Girl style. I always do it. I am going for that very sultry look. I still go for the A-Girl style because my face proportion, if you guys notice, I've got a very, very long midsection. So I always try to cover it up with a bigger, longer eye. I'm using the Etude House Play 101 pencil. And I'll use my Goof Proof Brow Pencil to just carve out a line underneath. So for this particular makeup look, because our eyeshadow is pretty bare, I'm gonna use this to carve out some deeper double eyelids. We're almost done with the eyes. Let's go for lower lash mascara. For that, I'm using my favorite duo, the Lash Former by Kate Tokyo, as usual. First go in with the base, then the mascara. And now it's time for the rest of the face. I'm gonna go in with a cheek color. So I've got two blushes over here. The first one is my Clinique Blush Pop and the second one is my 3CE Dual Color Face Blush in the shade Retro Drive. This one is pink and this one is more corally orange. First, take that yellowish color and apply it right in the center of the cheeks. Then go in with my Clinique Blush Pop. I broke it! I'm going quite heavy-handed with the blush because I want to look like I'm blushing. And just apply on top of the yellow. So I feel that the yellow actually really makes the pink pop, especially at the center of the face. And if you're game enough, you can go in with this really bright orange and just pop it right at the center of your cheeks, like here. Boop, boop, and you blend. I'm gonna apply it on my nose bridge as well. Just a tiny little bit, whatever's left on my brush. And now it's time for the lips. I'm going in with my Bobbi Brown Crush Lip color. This one is in the shade Baby. It's very beautiful. A light pink shade like this. I think it's very suitable for every skin tone really. So this is just to give a very light wash of color on the lips. Then we will go in with my latest obsession. This is the YSL Volupte Liquid Color Balm in the shade 12. And the lips are done. Last but not least, if you're more game for more highlight on your face, I recommend the Benefit High Beam. This is a liquid highlight that is very subtle and very easy to blend, and I really like to use it to give my face a more like glowy kind of look. Just taking like 2 fingers and really quickly patting it into the skin, because once it sets, it's gonna leave a mark. Last but not least, we have to contour our face, and I'm going very light-handed with the contour this time because I don't want to kind of make myself look more tanned. I'm taking my Hoola bronzer. This is the Hoola Mini. I love this, and I already hit pan. Just taking a fluffy brush and hitting the spots around here. I'm not going too close to the center of my face, just the circumference of my entire face. Just gonna very lightly contour the nose. Alright, and this makeup look is complete. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup tutorial and found it useful. If you did, don't forget to subscribe. It would really help me out a lot, and it means a lot to me. Alright then, go and enjoy your Valentine's Day. I'll see you next time. Bye!
I'm in the skin, but I still feel your touch upon my fingertips.